Good morning, sir. Sir, total 79 participants have registered for this webinar. Only 12 have joined. We will wait, sir. Sir, you are not audible.
ओके अभी मैं ऑडिबल ना हूँ?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ओके अभी वो शेयर का ऑप्शन दे दीजिए, वो पीपीटी चेक करेंगे ना।
Okay, sir.
और आप भी रिकॉर्ड करना, ठीक है ना? हाँ,
जी सर, जी सर।
वो ऑडिट सर्टिफिकेट आ गई है। मैं अभी स्पीड पोस्ट पे भेज रहा हूँ।
ओके
अब
सर, ओके।
वो लड़की अभी निकली है।
जी सर।
क्या स्क्रीन इज विजिबल?
यस सर।
ओके, ठीक है।
सर, मेक इट स्लाइड शो, सर।
हाँ, स्लाइड शो करने से क्या होगा, आप सुनिए ना।
जी सर।
एक मिनट। स्लाइड शो करने से ये पार्टिसिपेंट्स को हम देख देख के बात करना है ना।
हाँ सर।
हाँ, मैं इसको बढ़ा देता हूँ, डोंट वरी।
नहीं सर, आप स्लाइड शो करें तो ही रिकॉर्ड हो जाएगा।
नहीं नहीं, रिकॉर्ड की बात नहीं। आई वांट टू सी द पार्टिसिपेंट्स सो दैट मैं बीच बीच में आई विल बी टॉकिंग दैट्स वे। एक मिनट,
That you have selected some option, no?
एक मिनट, वो देख रहा हूँ, एक मिनट। या स्क्रीन शेयरिंग हुई है, पार्टिसिपेंट्स आ गई है। या दिस व्यू इज ऑल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट, मैं कर रहा हूँ। या या सो मैं भी दिख रहा हूँ। या नाउ इट इज फुल व्यू, देखो ना।
No sir.
अभी
It is not in full view. सर, आप ये पूरा सेलेक्ट किया ना सर?
नहीं भाई, इधर होकर स्लाइड शो करता हूँ, एक मिनट एक मिनट। अभी
यस सर, यस सर।
ओके, फाइन फाइन, ठीक है।
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Sir, I am fine. Shashank from PGDMA 1214 batch Naran, sir. Now
Ah,
working.
so okay, fine. I'm seeing you. Then my colleague Dr. Arul Moli Devi has also joined. Then Sukanya Ghosh, she is our extension lady. She's at IRA, I think.
मॉर्निंग सर वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग
माँ हाँ सुकन्या जी आप IRA में है ना? यू आर इन IRA. सुकन्या जी?
आई एम देवी
Yeah, you
देवी
are.
फ्रॉम एनडीआरए सर
Acha, you are from NDRA. Okay, fine. So how is Ponnu Swami? He's fine. Ponnu.
हाँ ही इज एट करनाल
Yeah.
यार
You are Sukanya. You are in Bangalore, NDRA. Yeah.
सर आई एम देवी अरुणमोळी देवी फ्रॉम
Yeah, no, no. Arul Moli Devi, I know you. अरे भाई, I told you that my colleague has joined. इसीलिए आपको I invited you actually. Okay. Fine. See, long time we could not meet each other.
यस सर यस सर
Good morning, sir. Tulsiram.
Yeah. So today I selected this topic so that I wanted to beat this topic black and blue. Huh?
Good morning, sir. I am Tulsiram, Raichur.
ತುಳಸಿರಾಮ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಏನ್ ರಾಯಚೂರು ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ?
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ.
So nice of you.
You have left NARM and joined.
ಹೌದು, ನಾನು ನಾರಂ ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ, ಈಗ IHR ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಭಾರತೀಯ ತೋಟಗಾರಿಕೆ ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ.
ಹೌದೌದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾರು ಹೆಡ್ ಈಗ? ತುಳಸಿರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ರಾಯಚೂರ್ನಾಗ? ಹಳಕಟ್ಟಿ ಅವರ? ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸುನಿಲ್ ಹಳಕಟ್ಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಧಾರವಾಡ. ನಿಮ್ದು ರಾಯಚೂರಲ್ಲ?
ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ಇದು ಬೇರೆ.
ಹೌದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್.
ಅಣ್ಣ ತಮ್ಮಂದ್ರು ಬೇರ್ಪಾಟಾದ್ರು.
So Dr. Mahendra ji, welcome. Vishnu Kumar Rai, Dinesh Tiwari ji, Anish Kumar Pandey, Ambika ji, सबको नमस्कार. रेशमा रगड़े जी और शशांक से बात हुई है, शुभेंद्र कुमार और सुकन्या घोष से बात नहीं हुई. सुकन्या जी, अरे सुकन्या जी, सुकन्या जी बात नहीं करे. या सुकन्या जी बात नहीं कर रहे, शी इज म्यूटेड.
Sir, shall we start?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning, all of you. I'm Dr. Deepika, working as a Managed Fellow in the Center of Agri-Allied Extension Management, Manage. Respected Director General Manage Dr. P. Chandrasekhara Sir and Dr. Shahaji Sir, Center Head Allied Extension Management and Course Director for this program. Today's program chief guest Dr. V.K. Jaya Raghavendra Sir, Principal Scientist IIHR Bangalore and dear participants. I am extending my very warm welcome to national webinar on regenerating agriculture business planning units of FPOs. This session will be dealt by Dr. V.K. Jaya Raghavendra Sir, and he completed his MSc from Agriculture, PhD from IARI, and MBA from IGNOU University. And he worked at Vijay Bank as Agriculture Officer from 1988 to 2001, and worked at Vishveshwaraya Gramina Bank from 1987 to 1988, and also he worked as agriculture officer at Mairada Pido Gulbarga from 1985 to 1986. Now presently he is working as a principal scientist and head in the division of social science and training at ICR Indian Institute of Horticulture Research, Bangalore. He received Senior Research Fellow of ICR in the area of agriculture extension. In recognition to his outstanding contributions, he has given the Indian Society of Extension Award and was Counselor of the Indian Society of Extension Education, New Delhi. He also published more than 104 training manuals, articles, book chapters, and also he had given more than 120 guest lectures on various topics. He also dealt with DFID, NAT, STP, NAIP, CESS, and extramural and institute-funded projects. Currently, he is dealing with the project, namely designing ICT application interface for strengthening horticultural entrepreneurship, and also he developed a mobile app for direct marketing called Arka Vyapar, and also have a YouTube broadcasting channel called Arka Samachar for horticulture farmers. Thank you, sir. It's over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Of course, that was a small thing. And see, today's webinar is basically I wanted to take it on an interactive mode. And the objective, see, I'm not going to teach you anything. And this is not, see, not that you people don't know. You see, in fact, most of the experience you already know. Most of you are already working in the FPOs. And then many of you may be having projects. Maybe Arun Molidevi works on some FPOs related to dairy industry. Tulsi Ram is at Raichur. Sukanya Ghosh is at IRA. So everywhere today FPO has become the mantra, and all the ICR institutes have got the BPD unit, and at IHR we have the Best Thought, we have the BIRAC. Okay, everywhere we talk about entrepreneurship, we talk about stand-up, we talk about startup, we talk about smart-up. And then obviously when an FPO is there, we say that FPO is a company by the Companies Act, you already know that. And then there will be shareholders, and each FPO may have about 10 to 15 SIG, WIG and FIG. That is the commodity interest group, the women interest group and the farmer interest group. They are all integrated and embedded into this. So now, just in the month of June, I happened to deliver a similar lecture for the Punjab Agriculture University KVKs. So there also, the issue was how to rejuvenate this FPOs. So why many FPOs are asking for hand-holding? Why they are not becoming startup or smart-up, and why they are not becoming sustainable? See, these are some of the research questions we will be trying to answer in this webinar. And then also thrash out, and we will also, just like in our extension research design, okay, you have a treatment group and a control group. We will take the FPOs which are having the ABPU. That means all the FPOs by default, by design, do have the agriculture business planning units, but some are defunct, some are yet to take up, okay, some are yet to take off. See, and a thorough planning exercise is not done. See, if some FPO is there in tomatoes, they only produce tomatoes, they are not diversifying, or their supply chain and the value chains are not integrated, or they are not having bargaining power for bringing the inputs to all the SIG, WIG, FIG, which comes under their umbrella. So now, what is this agriculture business planning unit, which you already know? I'm just only going to add some, shape to what your thinking process is already about. So with this background, so if you take the total number of FPOs, and the government of India also is giving a boost, and then we have the FPO Academy at Manage. Manage runs, it's called the FPO Academy. So where they will be, training a series of people in many concepts like this. So this webinar, they asked me to deliver, and thanks to Dr. Shaji, then Deepika, then of course the Director General Manage for this opportunity. Very quickly we'll go. First of all, we should understand what is the Agriculture Business Planning Unit in the structure of an FPO. Okay, all these are my basic details. So we'll go to the outline of presentation is we'll discuss about the concept of the Agriculture Business Planning Unit. So what are the rejuvenating strategies? What are the success stories? The SFAC, the Small Farmer Agri Consortium, which actually, it produced a book. I'll also be sharing you that particular document. So it was the title of the document itself was Rejuvenating FPOs. So what they did was basically today's presentation is the abstract of what is written in that particular book and the experiences pulled thereof. See, now they conducted an experiment between 2018 and 2020. Almost about 3 years they ran the experiment. They selected certain FPOs in West Bengal, in Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, and then what they did was they took this ABPU, the Agriculture Business Planning Unit, and then they infused the ideas, the diversification plans, the business plans, the hand-holding, the linking of the FPOs with the markets, and then also linking them with the various other stakeholders. So there was a buyback arrangements, and so everything was totally in place. The linkage mechanisms were strengthened, and then afterwards they analyzed the the success rate and the financial returns to come there, and then what is their gross profit margins and the net profit margins. So obviously, as the hypothesis goes, wherever the ABPU was functional, they have realized a higher profit margin. They have realized a higher returns. So, and whereas the other one which has not yet diversified or which does not do the linking, so have realized the less profit. So now taking these success stories forward, so in the end of the presentation, we'll be concluding and saying that in I see the participants here and the FPO Academy which has come out at Manage. So what is their road ahead? So how are they going to take these FPOs? Even in IAHR, we are planning, a center of excellence for training FPOs in horticulture. So similar thing may be there at NDRA, where they will be hand-holding the FPOs at dairy and agriculture for IRA and so on. So now today, every ICR institute and agriculture universities are having this business planning development unit. They have the incubation centers, they have the accelerators. I think these are all very basic things, and I don't think that anybody is there in this webinar who will not think about this acceleration. For example, NARM I was working, so it has come to AgriVudan 3.0. So they start with an incubation. So obviously in the product life cycle of a product, okay, the early stage, the maturity stage, the decline stage. Okay, in the product life cycle, the initiation stage is very important, where a new idea, a new technology, for example, a dairy product may be coming. For example, the Sangam dairy is an FPO. It's operational in Andhra Pradesh. So, whereas if you see the other dairies, the Heritage or the Vijaya dairy, they're all government and private concerns. But the Sangam dairy, which is in the dairy industry, I think my friend Arun Mouli Devi has many such success stories and examples. So many of the dairy industry are getting aggregated, okay, on an FPO concept. So once when they come with an FPO concept, see, you can always compare the Vijaya dairy with our Nandini dairy. Of course, Nandini dairy is not an FPO, but you take the Sangam dairy, which runs on an FPO concept, and then you compare the various things. What are the diversification in a dairy-based FPO? You should not only have only one paneer and one milk and that sort of thing. You should come out with a plethora of products. It may be Mysore Pak, it may be Jamun mix. Of course, NDRA has the patent for the Jamun mix. So like that, it's not only a technology in place, okay. Annotate, why do you want to annotate? Decline, okay. So somebody wanted to annotate. Okay, he will not annotate. So therefore, today's arguments, see, it is almost, we should not call it a webinar. It is going to be, like a court case. We are going to talk for and against. So we are going to talk for the ABPU, which is going to come out with diversified business plans. And then obviously the against part is, if an FPO is asking for handholding even after 5 years, even after 10 years, and there are many FPOs which are quite old, but still they ask for handholding. I told in my earlier lecture also. Yeah, yes, somebody wants to talk? Anybody wants to talk?
Yes.
Yeah, tell me, what is it? Tell me, sir.
Sir, I live.
Yeah, you please tell me what do you want? Yeah, Shivam Khare is talking. Tell me, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, I
Yeah.
understand English, but I'm more comfortable in Hindi.
You are not comfortable with what?
Sir, I'm more comfortable in Hindi.
You are not comfortable in English.
Yes, sir.
Can I speak in Hindi? सब लोग को मंजूर है क्या? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Can I
Agree.
speak in Hindi? I don't know. Wait, my
No.
colleague Arul has to agree. Arul Mouli, I mean, shall we speak in Hindi? Shall we do it, ma?
Sir, fine, but I think both mixed will be better, I think.
No, see, my trusted colleague Arun Mole, okay, मैं दोनों भाषा में कवर करूंगा.
Okay.
Okay,
Sir,
कृषि
two
व्यापार.
languages better. Mix of two languages better.
Okay, I will mix up to. मैं करूंगा, please. See, agriculture business planning unit हर फार्मर प्रोड्यूसर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में ये भी पीयू होती है बाय डिफॉल्ट, डिजाइन पे होती है, मगर ये कृषि व्यापार योजना इकाई, इट इज कॉल्ड एज द एग्रीकल्चर बिजनेस प्लानिंग यूनिट. सो दिस इज नॉट फंक्शनल, इट हैज बिकम डिसफंक्शनल. इसको कैसे रिजुविनेट किया जाए, इसको हम जोर कैसे दिया जाए, और इसको थोड़ा खून और इसको जोश कैसे लाए इस एबीपीयू में, और ताकि हम एफपीओ को बढ़ोतरी दे सके, इसकी व्यापार और विपणन का समाधान और तर्क कर सके, और पूरा सप्लाई चेन और वैल्यू चेन में हम कैसे इसका योगदान दें. ये है आज की जो विषय है, हाउ टू रिजुविनेट दी कृषि व्यापार योजना इकाई, विच इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज दी अग्री बिजनेस प्लानिंग यूनिट. शिवम जी, अभी आप कंफर्टेबल है सर? आप शिवम जी?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
आप बेफिक्र रहिए, मैं चार लैंग्वेज में कवर करूंगा. खाली ओनली टाइम इज द लिमिटेशन, नहीं तो आई कैन एक्सटेंड दिस सेशन इवन अप टू ఈవినింగ్. మై ఫ్రెండ్స్ హ్యావ్ సీన్ మీ డెలివరీ, ఇట్స్ ఆల్ రైట్. సో ನಾ ತಮಿಳ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಸೊಲ್ಲುವೆ, ತೆಲುಗುలో చెప్తాను, ಓಕೆ, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಸರಿನೇನಪ್ಪ? ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೆದರ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ, ಹಿಂದಿ में बात करूंगा. आई एम जस्ट एब्सोल्युटली टॉकिंग इन इंग्लिश, एब्सोल्युटली. ओके, सो आगे बढ़ते हैं. So this is the outline of the presentation. So now state-wise data, very quickly I'm going. So these are the number of FPOs, the districts which are covered. Okay, and you can just have a quick look. So the lesson of this slide is that Andhra Pradesh boasts about 48,000. Bihar is also good. Gujarat has very high. Okay, then Madhya Pradesh has got 71,000. Yeah, fantastic. So okay, I think Karnataka is having 78,000. Arul, I think we should be very proud, ma. See, because Karnataka, boasts of
leading in FPOs.
yeah, leading, and most of these FPOs today, both in dairy industry and then ice creams and you name it, you have it from NDRA, and then they're also having a very efficient supply chain, and that's what we get the super daily, and not only Nandini milk, we get milk and milk products of across the various dairies. You can actually pick and choose in any of the mobile app. So Karnataka boasts of this, and then Tamil Nadu, okay, 12,000 and odd, 1,27,000. Oh my God, it's a good one here. Tamil Nadu is having very high. I think 1,27,406 is a quite high number. I think Tamil Nadu is number one, and I think second we come. I think Karnataka comes second, followed that by Madhya Pradesh, and then that's how it goes in the order. So now I think my friend Dr. Arul will tell you why Tamil Nadu. Arul, can we make it interactive, Arul ji?
Sure. So whatever.
Yeah, please,
I
because
know I can
yeah,
share.
no, kindly don't think that
No.
I am delivering the webinar. It is a joint webinar with all 21 of us.
Yes.
So yeah, for the इस सभा में उपस्थित सब लोगों को मेरा आमंत्रण है, और अरुण मौली देवी एनडीआरए बेंगलोर में प्रधान वैज्ञानिक के पद पर काम कर रही है. शी इज ऑल्सो माई कोलीग. वी आर ऑल ARS 90 बैच, and now I am just asking Arun Mowli, why there is more FPOs in Tamil Nadu, Arul? Can you just tell me? Can you share your experience?
Sir, actually, with compared to the place to where Karnataka, here is the society as such. The three-tier system of distribution, which is very strong in Karnataka. It is a little late to have a streamlined one in Tamil Nadu. But the group approach was successful when it was experimental, and through various organizations, line departments, they could make a FPO a successful one, where the cooperation of the shareholders are very responsive. So this, because of the various success stories, it has picked up and now it has been implemented in most of the districts.
Fine. Thank you, Arul. And see now very quickly, I see my friend from Bengal, Indranil Bhattacharya is here, and then I see others also. I see people even from Maharashtra. So very quickly, I'm going to West Bengal. Where is West Bengal? Yeah, West Bengal is also coming with 79,924 FPOs. Not bad. Tamil Nadu is here. I told you West Bengal is also there. So now we'll very quickly go that this is so. The one small indicator, of course, I'm not making a sermon here. Totally, we have around 1,91,000, okay, 6,828 FPOs shareholders with about 2,074 FPOs covering around 489 districts. Not bad. So we have totally around 625 districts in India, 6,48,000 villages, and 2,074 FPOs with about 1 lakh shareholders. Not bad. So now, why this, as Arun Mouli already told, why you want a group approach and why the cooperative or a Vijaya Dairy or a Heritage Dairy, which are all private or public ventures. See, why that concept has come in this concept. See, I'm not just talking about dairy alone. It may be dairy, horticulture, everywhere. See, now, the idea here was, when the SIG, WIG and FIG are going to come. See, I will not go on expanding every time. मैं हर बार ये SIG, WIG और FIG क्या है मैं नहीं बताऊंगा. SIG का मतलब है commodity interest group, WIG का मतलब है women interest group और FIG का मतलब है farmer interest group. So यहाँ Companies Act के मुताबिक, okay, FPO में इनको shareholders बोला जाता है, and these shareholders are here, and हर एक FPO में कितने लोग चलाते हैं? Only a few people may be running. So on whether this Krishi Vyapar, okay, Yojana Ikai, whether the agriculture business planning unit is functional or not functional. That is the whole argument for today. See now, by the structure of a farm organization, so there will be definitely a business manager. Actually, this is the what I showed in red. जो मैं ये लाल लकीर से जो दिखा रहा हूँ, this is the कृषि व्यापार योजना इकाई. This is they are called also called as the agriculture business planning unit. Obviously, you have a lot of FPOs may have so many people, how many farmers, 25 villages, around 50 to 20 primary groups, and so many. This is how a structure is also going to be there. And obviously, they will also have about 1,000 farmers for every 25 villages. That's how the reach goes. See now, even before I go to the presentation, मैं आपको एक प्रश्न पूछता हूँ. Just a minute, you be here with me. 1 minute. Oh, yeah, boy. Okay, save. Just a minute. I'll have to move a slide. I'll just move it 1 minute. I'm just coming with you. EKG and just. We have time till what time, Deepika ji? थोड़ा बताइए ना. Deepika ji.
12, sir.
हाँ ठीक है जल्दी जल्दी कर रहा हूँ 1 मिनट.
Okay, sir.
उपासना व्यास. Okay. Okay, now we will quickly go to this. Fine. Now, yeah. See, now 1 minute. I will because all these slides are. See, now I will discuss a case here. So now you tell whether planning is required or not. See, now there's one case for you to analyze. Okay, an FPO has got an order for supplying 2 lakh packets per annum ragi papat. Okay, for Arul, I think you're getting it. I think you must have also eaten these ragi papat. They're all available in the supermarkets. So this is a quite case for discussion, so that how they will be going about with the ABPU. ये कृषि वो योजना इकाई से कैसे इसका समर्थन और कैसे इसको पुष्टि करके how they will work out. So they have got an order for 2 lakh packets of ragi papat for a leading retail chain in Bangalore. The retail chain has specified the quality specification and requires a minimum of 15,000 packets per month. The MOU will be signed, okay, and they will start from 2019. This was a case. The FPO discusses with all its FIG. So there are so many farmer interest group in that FPO. All the shareholders, they discuss. They express interest in doing this activity. The FPO decides to give each FIG the order of supplying 7,500 to 8,000 packets. See here, the question of suppose if I'm having 10 FIG, I will not give equal to all. See, all that equality, equity, please don't bring here, because now I have to run my FPO in a very in a business angle. I have to make it profitable. So after arriving at all these costs, the FPO was estimated that the production cost of one ragi papad will be around 150 rupees. So now, how did they arrive at 1 rupee 50 paisa? This is what we are going to discuss, what the ABPU is doing. Have a look at this. See now, once when an FPO is given the order, these are all the business plans. See here, I'm one Amar Narayana Horticulture FPO, which is at Chikbalapur. So, okay, we developed the market linkages with Mother Dairy, and they have also done, okay, they have already linked each other. Similarly, this particular FPO also making the ragi papad. So they have already got the ABPU in place, and then they have started the linking process, and the profits have increased. Okay, from just the turnover has increased, and the profit before tax has also increased. Okay, before and after you can see the figure 63 and 94. The FPO rating has also increased. So obviously I will not go into how this rating has come and all that. Our idea is how to rejuvenate the ABPU. See now what they do is, see once when this FPO receives the order for about 15,000 packets of ragi papad, they have to come out with a costing. Okay, once जब अगर casting करना है तो उसको कितना इनपुट चाहिए, क्या आउटपुट चाहिए, इसको वैल्यूएशन कैसे किया जाए, कितना रागी का दाना लेना है, किसको क्या पीसना है, किसको क्या फर्मेंट करना है, उसमें मसाला क्या डालना है, whom, why, who. So ये प्लानिंग प्रोसेस जो ABPU से शुरू करते हैं, this has started. So now after doing this particular job, marketing कहाँ करना है, who is going to administer. After doing all this exercise, they have arrived at the cost of 1 rupee 50 paise per papad, which is quite cheap as compared to the other branded Murugan Appam or whatever. There are so many other competitors for this particular ragi app, and it has also got a USP, unique selling proposition. So Shivam Karaji, unique selling proposition तो USP होती है अंग्रेजी में, उसको बोलते हिंदी में तर्जुमा करे तो इसका खासियत USP को बोलते हैं, इसका खासियत क्या है, ये सब ये FPO ने ABPO यानी ये कृषि व्यापार योजना इकाई से ये तय किए थे और ये एक्सरसाइज किए हैं. और देखिए हाउ दे स्टार्ट द प्लानिंग प्रोसेस इन द ABPU. एक्टिविटी क्या है, हमको रागी पापड़ निकालनी है, ये 1.5 रुपए में, 1 रुपये 50 पैसे में. क्या रिसोर्स चाहिए, वे मोबिलाइज कैसे किया जाए. अगर मेरे FPO के अंदर मान लो कि मेरे पास 25 fig is working, let us say farmer interest group 15 are working, and I have some shareholders of let us say 1000. हाँ, क्या हिंदी समझ में आ रही है ना शिवम जी? हाँ अरे भाई आपस में बात मत कीजिए. दीपिका जी काइंडली म्यूट द माइक, somebody is giving disturbance. Kindly mute the mic on only the speaker. So the ABPU ने एक काम किया, प्लीज आपस में कुछ बातचीत हो रही है यार, बंद करो. So now marketing कहाँ करना है, administration कहाँ करना है. So what is the source of mobilization? अरे कौन बात कर रहा है भाई?
ये डिटेल ही नहीं लिखना है, ये डिटेल लिख दिया और उसको पहले ही लिख दिया.
हेलो अरे काइंडली डोंट स्पीक ऑन द फोन. फोन पे बात मत कीजिए प्लीज, डिस्टर्ब होती है. सो नाउ once when an FPO will start the work with the ABPU, okay, right from sowing to harvesting, so that means there is a backward integration and a forward integration. They need not buy ragi and then make a ragi papad. Among their FIG, there may also be ragi growers, They may also have a contract farming with them. Okay, then they may also do their marketing strategies. They may, they will be analyzing their competitors, the SWOT and pest analysis, what is the market price, what are the farm gate prices, APMC mein kya hai. They will also raise a loan in the, they'll also raise a loan in the bank. No, so they may also raise a loan in the bank. And then what are the inputs required for production of ragi, and then all the, even it can be right from production of ragi to papat making to marketing to vertical integration and this sort of things. The combined activity are going to take place by the ABPU. And then they also started about how to roasting, grading, post harvest also. So where they can get the things. So what are the value addition? See, this is where the ragi papat making is also going to come. So drying, okay, then ready to eat food, whether they are going to do packaging. So obviously the ABP will also look into the accounting procedures, okay, the board of directors meeting and many other things, and the HR functions are also done with the FIG, SIG and WIG. Now, the SWOT analysis will be done by the ABPU. ABPU is not a single one-person body. It is a group of representatives who may be representing all the FIGs in a particular FPO, or even the shareholders, some of the talented people. They can bring an external expert, okay, like Thornton, or they may bring even agriculture specialists from an agriculture university, ICR, whatever. And then the ABPO is now going to make a thorough business plan. And then they will also recognize risks that recur, what are the high risk and low risk in this ragi papat mating, which is now going to be for 1 rupee 50 paisa. And then they are going to have a low risk and high risk factors and action plan. So suppose if they are to do at a low risk, or they are going to do business at a high risk. So obviously we cannot say that a particular FPO will do business only with low risk. So that is not the approach. Many times, like producing cinemas and, real estate business, and when the market is highly volatile, the ABPU may also say, no, we will take a high risk, high investment, and then, the internal rate of return is going to be so high, they will realize the profits very fast. So this is also another function they did in the ABPU, and they will also work out the key resources, how to do the customer relationship management for the ragi papat. I'm just discussing one particular case. So in this particular case, how they are going to establish. Arey, aapas mein baat mat karo yaar, please. Kindly, somebody is speaking on the phone. Kindly, Deepika ji, sabko mute kariye, please. Yeah, please, don't speak. Arey, theek hai, photo theek hai yaar, don't worry. So now, look at the structure of the ABPU, which is integrating the FPO along with the farmer interest group, the market, with and having linkages with bank, the government agency. That's what this particular figure is showing here. Okay, sir. So now, after this particular thing, okay, even crop planning to, I told season-wise, which FIG is going to cultivate ragi, which FPO or which FIG is going to process it. Okay, all these things are going to be worked out, and this is the format for data collection. And then what is the input demand for the ragi growers? If at all they are doing the complete vertical integration from ragi growing to ragi papat making, and they have arrived at a cost of 1 rupee 50 paisa. I have already told you. Ido nan sir ido onimsha nan UPS mutbedi nim togondi ella bichittidivi class naditade. So now therefore the ABPU जो कृषि व्यापार योजना इकाई है ये इन सब कामों को करती है. So how they are going to collect all this data, we are going to show you in the see, look here how I will show you how the particular thing is made. So we started at this. The planning implementation management unit is also called the ABPU. Okay. Then, this is the book which I'll be sharing with you, the Energizing Infant Farmer Producer Organization. I've already shared it to Deepika ji. She will give it to you. You can have a look at this book. And Grant Thornton ran this particular project for about 3 years. Okay. And then you see here, in spite of having very high production of 300 million tons in agri and 330 million tons roughly in horticulture, we are still not able to double the farmers' income. selected to undertake this pilot project. They selected 30 FPOs from 3 states. I told you West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh and Karnataka because I told you West Bengal has around 78,000 and odd FPOs. Madhya Pradesh also around 78,000. And of course, Karnataka also has 70,000 because they have not taken Tamil Nadu here because it has 1 lakh and odd. So it was a uniform stratified sample and it's a purposive sample they have taken. So what are the linkages the ABPU they made in this particular experiment and how the profits have increased? I'm just showing you. I've already told you that that example where that ragi papad making of 1 rupee 50 paisa, how they arrived at. So they have given access to credit, marketing, and they developed the infrastructure also. I'll be giving you an example of this Amar Narayana Cooperative, Amar Narayana FPO, which runs at Chikbalapur. So they have also done capacity building. That means there's some little hand holding, training also in the entrepreneur skills. IHR also did this. And then procurement and inputs also, the ABPU had a plan. So, just like we have plan A, plan B, we have a plan A for input procurement. We have a plan B for, processing, procuring, then all those things. So that working both at the input and the output front. And now look at this figure. The green is all cumulative input and output linkages. See, it has increased. So it is year on year, okay, from 2018 to other one, both at the input level and at the output level, okay, the intervention of the ABPU has yielded results. It has given a lot of profits. I'm sharing you this book, so I'm just telling you that why ABPU is important because it's only a small webinar for about 1 hour. And then they also developed market linkages with Waycool, Zomato, NCDX platform. Okay, so many both at the input level and even at the output level, okay, including ENAM and IFARM, IFCO, IFDC. So they have made a thorough homework. The ABPU has made a thorough homework in this pilot FPOs selected. I told you they selected 30 FPOs in West Bengal, Karnataka and Madhya Pradesh. And then business planning process, as I've already showed you the many tables, they did that. So the idea generation, okay, right from the initiation stage, the growth stage, the maturity stage and the decline stage, the product life cycle आप सबको पता है. ये सब हिंदी में मैं तर्जुमा कर सकता हूँ और शिवराम खरे को मैं और एक हिंदी का लेक्चर यही लेक्चर हिंदी में भी है, मैं वो YouTube में चढ़ा दिया हूँ, आप इसको भी can meet. So then they have also identified the business opportunities, then opportunities and threat, and that is basically they are doing a SWOT analysis. So हम ये बोलते हैं कि कृषि व्यापार योजना इकाई में SWOT analysis is to identify our inner strengths and our inner weakness and then how to face the opportunities and the threats. Whereas we do another analysis which is called the pest analysis. Basically it is a market sort of analysis where we are going to scan the environment and then we say the political, economic, social and technological environment, how it is. For example, this ragi papad making about 1 rupee 50 paisa. We also have a BIRAC, I told you at IHR. We have the BPD. So all these things are also doing the thing and we come out with a very sound financial plan. So now, right from the incubation stage, okay, granting support for training, the ABPU comes much early. Don't think the ABPU will come after 10 years of the FPO is formed. So you should actually energize the FPO at an infant stage. It is just like our children. See, when they become very old, you cannot send them to primary school. Primary school, you have to send them at the age 5. Okay, PhD, everybody should finish by age 25. Of course, some people who take study leave can finish at 35. Of course, I have been seeing people who do even PhD at a much later stage. But all the energizing should be at a younger stage of the FPO. Okay, emerging and growing stage, equity infusion, working. That means you have to infuse more capital. You have to infuse more money at the second stage. Okay, in the first stage, you should be exposed to new technologies. What are your diversification plan? Instead of simply selling ragi, is it not better to sell ragi papad for 1 rupee 50 paisa? शिवम क्या बोलते हैं आप? खाली रागी बेचने से क्या मिलती है यार? अरे somebody is on the phone. आप कृपया हो जाएगी, okay? At the mature stage, they will have to take a business expansion. See, right now, you are a ragi producer. From ragi production, you went into ragi papad making. That is called as forward integration. Suppose if you are a ragi papad maker, then you start cultivating ragi through your FIG, then that is called as backward integration. The entire process is called as vertical integration. Okay, vertical integration is a process right from producing the ragi to making paper to marketing. That entire chain, we say it is actually called as the vertical integration. So this is what the ABPU does. Actually, time is running short. The ABPMU, okay, 3 state is showing very significant outputs. I've already told you, see, the key parchments where these are all the key parchments, both for input and output. They have all been involved here. It may be Adani Capital, Biofit, Keventer, okay, Wycook Foods, okay, Mother Dairy is also involved. Zomato is also involved as a supply chain and, for marketing, okay, and then even Swiggy, Zomato, all are involved. Even they have taken loan from Bank of Baroda. See, look at the various parchments who are actually involved. And now cumulative credit linkages after the ABPU has gone to 572.49 lakhs as compared to 29.5 lakhs in these sampled FPOs. So now in the Madhya Pradesh year 1, okay, Madhya Pradesh, West Bengal and Karnataka, market linkages were signed, credit linkages were built with the Bank of Baroda or SBI, okay, capacity building has been made, policy reform is made. So therefore, what I wish to, I'm not concluding, I still have 10 minutes time. What I wish to say is, because this webinar very short for about 1 hour, unless and until you develop this market credit and capacity building issues into your ABPU, simply by opening a tomato FPO and without diversification, without coming with a plan, without coming with a diversified product and vertical integration, both backward and forward integration, you cannot make profits. You are a defunct FPO. You will only be asking for hand holding and subsidy. I told in my earlier lecture also when I was addressing the PAU KV case, if an FPO is asking for hand holding even after 5 years, that means it has not done a job. It has to be simply wound up and discarded. I think that's my opinion for this take home for webinar. And then obviously the managers come with the FPO Academy. Okay, because time is short. Deepika ji, और कितना मिनट है भाई? और 15 मिनट है ना मेरे पास? दीपिका जी? अरे ओ दीपिका जी, मैडम जी, अरे कहाँ चली गई? Okay, so she will tell me. Okay, now the ABPU should do a business plan, link the technology, credit and market with the various government of India schemes. See, even you have the Atmanirbhar schemes. Okay, you have the Swavalamban Bharat. You have got the Atmanirbhar Bharat. Arey bhai, you should link simply by sitting and without doing any homework. Okay, if you don't comply with all these things, the ABP will not do. So GAP is the good agriculture practices. Okay, it may be both at production side and the processing side, and then development of product, decision making also. The CEOs of FPOs have to take along with the board of directors in consultation with the ABP, which has given them various alternate plans, plan A, plan B, and so on and so forth. The market linkage, I told you the forward and the backward linkages. Look at this, farmer to domestic trader. This is a forward linkage, farmer to retailer, farmer to agro processor, farmer to exporter, contractor MOU based farming. So therefore, the linking the small ragi producer who is producing ragi with an FIG along to the actual biscuit manufacturing. It may be Monaco, it may be so many other biscuit companies have come up who wish to take up this, or even the FPOs themselves can have been doing. Of course, their branding may be a bit small today, but once when the technology integration and forward and backward integration takes place, they will also go into branding. They are no less than Britannia, Britannica biscuit, Britannia or Tiger biscuit, Parle. These are the big names in biscuit. So in the ragi biscuit, also the FPOs can also have a local brand. So for example, in the tea industry, you have a Wagh Bakri tea, which is a very local sort of tea. He competes with the Lipton tea. So don't think that FPOs cannot compete with big brands. Big brand is only a name. Of course, especially in case of FPOs and our agriculture products and all that, the ABPU can play a very major role in terms of diversified product. They can also go for local branding, and then they can also improve their profits. So many of the FPOs were linked with market players. See, these are all, right from I have Enam to Zomato to many other players, Big Basket, Mother Dairy, these are all Wakecool, these are all our, see, in fact, the Wakecool person had come here. One of my students works in Wakecool. So, nowadays they are marketing ghee, Arul Moli. Actually, that fellow gave me some cow ghee, and then he's competing with that Patanjali ghee. So he said pure cow desi ghee. So like that, the market enterprises are also linked because of the ABPU, and without linking and without having a plan like this, simply you cannot take tomato and milk and sell it on the road. See, many times, I'm just, I feel very bad when I see some group of farmers, they bring an auto and then, they will be selling beans in the road. 20 rupai, like that. So that is not the way. When a BPD and Best Start and all these things are in place, you'll have to develop linkages and smoothen your marketing process with both forward and backward integration, and that is the way out. Okay, then cumulative input and output in lakhs. Okay, before the intervention is blue, after the intervention is green. Okay, this is on over a period of both input and output has increased. Okay, the turnovers have increased. And look at this. Today, the FPOs do not sell only seeds. They have diversified. They sell input, they sell output. They may also, be producing ragi papad. Of course, ragi papad will not be kept in between the chemicals. There will be a separate shop for that. Don't be afraid. So now they are doing all jobs in one. Okay, the FPOs of West Bengal and Karnataka are primarily engaged in aggregating horticulture produce. In Madhya Pradesh, FPOs trade commodities like pulse, Bengal gram and soybean. Especially Dhar, okay, Madhya Pradesh, that soybean belt near Indore and all that. Okay, long ago they had ICT experiment. Okay, they used to do this e-marketing and all that in soybean. Okay. So now intervention of the ABPU from simple 4.34 lakh. Okay, this is a study for the 30 FPOs cumulatively has increased to 97.7 lakh after the ABPU intervention. So they were, and look at this, the input sales has also increased, the output sales has increased, the overall turnover has increased right from 2017 to 2023 year project. Okay, average turnover has increased. Okay, average output sales has increased per FPO, average input sales also has increased. So that means they are doing all the activities. See, today an FPO cannot say that they will sell only tomatoes. They have to diversify like this. This is the concept of ABPU, Agriculture Business Planning Unit, जो कृषि व्यापार योजना इकाई में करते हैं. Linkages. Earlier they were taking only 15 lakhs of credit. Now the credit linkages after the ABPU in Karnataka has increased to 213 lakh. So that means the credit taking capacity has increased both in Karnataka, MP and West Bengal. And this is slowly moving from low risk agriculture to high risk agriculture. High credit, high risk. Many FPOs are doing this. See, I don't think anybody can come up if you take low risk. See, it's only a very sustained sort of a business. And when you want to go for a sustainable business, your risk-taking capacity has to increase a little bit. And then, further, when you want to become a commercial FPO and, spread your wings and really fly, you have to emerge from a pussy cat, the fat cat to the tiger. And then your credit linkages will be more. They're also doing seed treatment to seed processing. And look at this. In the growth stage, there will be low moderate growth. In the incubation stage, there will be low potential. And in the incubation stage, when they write the detailed project report and in a business plan, they are incubating, a lot of hand-holding, training, empowerment. This is also given by IHR. And then slowly when they move into the growth stage, okay, that is, we call them as the accelerator stage. NARM has come out of the Agri Udan 2 and 3. So similarly, other accelerators are also doing across India. So they'll be accelerating these FPOs. When they go to the maturity stage, there's a high potential and stability stage. Actually, this is also called as the Boston matrix, where your market share and market growth both should be high. I'm sorry, Keraji, these are all MBA classes, so I cannot translate everything in Hindi. मैं कोशिश तो करूंगा, because if I say what is the BCG matrix, so this many of, for half of you it may be going above the head. So BCG is nothing but the Boston Consultative Group matrix, which has two X and the Y axis. On the X axis you have the market share, and the Y axis you have the market growth. So an FPO cannot have only market share. It should also grow. It should have market share, and it should. Yeah. That is called the BCG matrix. So this is exactly what we are trying to write in the four. अरे आपस में बात मत करो यार, please. So therefore, the farmers involved also increased before and after. Look at this. Except in case of Karnataka, it was like Madhya Pradesh. There is a increase in the number of farmer. Please, आपस में बात मत कीजिए, हो जाएगी, आप बेफिक्र रहिए. So the number of farmers have increased, the turnover has increased, the per farmer contribution has also increased after the ABPU has come. Therefore, the ABPU rejuvenation, how to do the planning process, we told you. The IHR model, the Amar Narayana Society, we have already told you. Before, the share certificates were only 1,000. After that, we have 2,000 share certificates. The paid up capital has increased almost about 100 times. Okay, then the turnover has increased, the profits have increased. Okay, the convergence grants, people have started. SBI gives a 40 lakh, Samunnati also gives a microfinance. So all these things after the ABPU intervention has increased. So we told you about all. See how they do the ABPU planning process. This is a sample business model after the exercise. So the ABPU members, both it may be from FIG, WIG, and then the expert also sit. They take the yellow cards and red cards, and they start telling how to diversify the FPO. This is how they write. Okay, and then they input, output, all these charts are filled. And then I told you both at the production front and the marketing front, what are the activity charts. Just like you have an activity table every week, which activity, who will do, they write a per chart. Okay, post-harvest, what they will do, what the administration do, what is the value addition they will be doing. So both the SWOT analysis and the pest analysis, I told you high risk and low risk agriculture with an action plan is also going to be made by the ABPU. How are they going to make the customer relationship management? Time is running short. So I am just quickly concluding. So it is almost the backward forward linkages. This itself is called as the vertical integration done by the ABPU. And of course, there may be many concepts related to the business plan and all that. And don't worry, I can always get back to me. I'm available on 944-0034845. And in the crop planning, which FEG is going to produce ragi, which FEG is going to pack it, which FEG is going to make the papad, all those things are decided. And whether you will use Kharif ragi or Rabi ragi or summer ragi, because ragi is grown all the 3 seasons, I wish to tell you. Then what are the requirement for inputs for the FIGs to produce ragi. So how the data collection is going to be made, I have already discussed this case, okay. The ragi papad case we discussed. And actually you can even get in touch with the SFAC, the Small Farmer Agribusiness Consortium. I given the address. And even Grant Thornton has got an office at Delhi, and they have got offices all over India. They will actually come and rejuvenate your ABPU at a very nominal cost, and the FPOs can take their help. Okay, this is Grant Thornton. Okay, I'll also share that book. They have offices in all these places. In Bengaluru also they have an office. Okay, they have offices in 15 centers in India. You can actually contact them, and their experts will come and they will, rejuvenate your ABPU. They will make a diversified plan, detailed DPR for you, and then whether you'll do ragi papad or you'll do ragi sweet or whatever. So based on your requirement, they will actually do hand holding. They will also develop credit linkages for a pilot mode for about 1 or 2 years, and then they will do it. So friends, almost I am reaching my end of my presentation, and these are the FPOs promoting agencies in India. One is the SFAC, obviously the NABARD, okay, even state government and line department, IAHR, NDRI, NGOs and private players, okay, they also are mobilizing, almost about 7,300 were mobilized in the country. So look at the this is an example of another FPO. There they are coming out not only with the fresh fruits, they have also converted them to jam, jelly, okay, puree, ketchup, and packed vegetables and so on. Okay, Amar Narayana Horticulture, our FPO, serviced by AHR, and this was one of the prestigious FPO in Chikbalapur. So it has 1,000 member people and around, we have about 20 FIGs, everything spread under 14 square kilometers. I'll just quickly show you all the things, how they have developed all the, right from input to output, they have developed all the marketing linkages with Mother Dairy, Waycool, Farm Link, and aggregated. They have acquired about 3,600 square feet of leased land in Bangalore Kadapa Highway. They also use SBA, NAB Kisan, Samanati. NAB Kisan, one of my students works. Okay, so many people are working here. So this is how overall, you see how IAHR also does handholding, where the FPC is considered into retailing business. So they can use our Arca tricycle in a small mini truck. Okay, they also use mobile shops. Okay, they have developed direct marketing linkages. They also do B2B marketing. Okay, the turnover has increased, profits have increased. So they also pack vegetables in half a kilo packs, and then very smartly they also supply to the flats and other things. And already there is a MOU signed with the various flats and hostels and schools and midday meal scheme, and then the Andadata scheme. There are many schemes, the Indra canteen, the Amma canteen scheme. So they already have a contract with them, and then they supply. So they don't stand on the road and wait for the customers to come. That is a very lousy way of marketing. That too in an FPO, we don't expect anybody to stand on the road and say idli, idli, idli like that. You should have established all these linkages, both forward and backward linkages, very well in advance, and the marketing should be a very smooth affair. And it cannot be a fish marketing where people will shout for fish and then say, and the rates start reducing every 1 hour. So that is not the marketing which we aim when the FPO has come and when the ABPO has come. So this is our Amar Narayana Society. We had IHR had a training program. These are all our FIG members. We have given them certificate, trained, and look at their FPO, horticulture FPO. And they have both input, chaff cutter, fertilizer. They also have a custom hiring center. They do all activities. Fantastic. So look at their certificate of incorporation. And some of our people collecting data. They go there, our RAs. And they have a computer also. Look at this FPO. They in the front end, they made one executive sit in the front end. They do marketing of both inputs and outputs. Okay, this is how they are going to do it. So even every farmer's survey number and all the members of the FPO, all the shareholders, the data is on the computer. They operate from this. Okay, this is in Chikbalapur, actually a custom hiring center. And then the rates of all the fertilizers. They also sell 1-day-old chicks and even poultry feed, and they are into cattle feed business also. So I think sky is the limit. And then I told you, I have developed the Arca Vyapar app from IHR, and this is available in the Google Play Store. You can download it. And this is used for direct marketing. All that you have to feed is your mobile number, and the OTP is generated, and the app promotes direct marketing. So friends, Manage as I told you it has an FPO academy where they will be training the FPO. It may be in collective farming, it may be rejuvenating the ABPO, and so on and so forth. Okay. So a concept of, so there are a lot of aggregation happening from here. So far around 8,000 FPOs have been promoted. I think almost they have covered all the FPOs. Okay. And then nearly 46 lakh stakeholders have been covered. And then, the FPO Academy, obviously DG Manage is the chairperson, and Dr. Gumgol Mutt is the Director Marketing and Evaluation. So they have a member. This is how the FPO Academy at Manage also runs. So sincere thanks to Manage for giving me this opportunity. And then the FPO Academy has both public sector and private sector partners. They are coming with a PPP more, public-private partnership, along with the Panchayat. So this is how the partnerships and convergence are going to take place with linkages. And obviously, last but not the least, okay, to conclude the ABPU and the rejuvenation of ABPU, Agriculture Business Planning Unit. अंत में मैं परामर्श करते हुए ये बोलना चाहता हूँ ताकि मेरे जाने माने हिंदी के प्यारे मित्र और दोस्त यहाँ मौजूद है। कोई भी व्यापार या विपणन अपने आप नहीं होता। और सड़क में खड़े होके बाजार में चिल्लाने से मार्केटिंग और विपणन के समाधान नहीं मिलती है। मैं कृपया यहाँ आग्रह करता हूँ कि कृषि व्यापार योजना इकाई को आप मजबूत कीजिए और हर एफपीओ में ये साक्षात उसी रूप में ये प्राचुर्य है और उसके रूपरेखा में ऑलरेडी एग्रीकल्चर बिजनेस प्लानिंग यूनिट है, खाली वो थोड़ा डिफंक्ट है, वो उत्तेजित नहीं है अभी तक। कुछ एफपीओ में थोड़ा उत्तेजित किया है ये थॉर्नटन वाले ने और स्मॉल फार्मर एग्री कंसोर्शियम, ये लोग थोड़ा उत्तेजन और प्रचोदन देने की प्रयास किए हैं और ये प्रयास और योगदान काफ़ी हमें लाभ मिली है, हमें इसको पुष्टि भी मिली है। और मैं आइंदा सबको आग्रह करता हूँ, यहाँ जो मेरे जाने माने 25 लोग जो वेबिनार अटेंड कर रहे हैं, कृपया आप भी इस एबीपीयू यानी कृषि व्यापार योजना इकाई को बढ़ोतरी दे और इसको प्रचोदन करे, इसको उत्तेजन करे और इसको समर्थन करे और इसको और भी पुष्टि करते हुए उसका क्रेडिट लिंकेज, मार्केट लिंकेज, टर्नओवर ज़्यादा करने में आप इसमें सोच दे। एंड खाली रागी बेचना या कोई तरकारी या कोई सब्जी बेचने से फ़ायदा नहीं मिलता है। उसी सब्जी को आप आधा आधा किलो में पैक कीजिए, फ्लैट्स में, स्कूल में, मिड डे मील स्कीम में, अन्नपूर्णा स्कीम, अन्नदाता स्कीम और जो अम्मा कैंटीन का स्कीम है सरकार की, उसमें आप लिंकअप करने की कोशिश कीजिए। जेल्स में, स्कूल्स में, जहाँ जहाँ बहुत मात्रा में खाना तैयार होते हैं, ऐसे मात्रा में हम इस एबीपीयू को लिंक करना चाहिए। हमारा बिजनेस मॉडल को उस तरफ से हमको लेके जाना है और अगर बिजनेस मॉडल ही नहीं है तो उसको मजबूत क्या करेंगे। सो ये नामुमकिन है, मुश्किल ही नहीं नामुमकिन है। सो इसीलिए अंत में मैं परामर्श करते हुए मैं डायरेक्टर जनरल डॉक्टर चंद्रशेखर मैनेज को मैं आभार हूँ और ख़ास तौर से मेरा जाने माने मित्र डॉक्टर शाहजी फंड को भी मैं आभार हूँ और हमारी और एक कोर्स डायरेक्टर दीपिका जी को भी मैं आभार प्रकट करते हुए मेरा ये छोटा सा वेबिनार मैं समाप्त करता हूँ। सो डियर फ्रेंड्स, अल्टीमेटली द कंक्लूजन इन इंग्लिश. So thanks to the efforts made by Manage and with the FPO Academy and Director General Manage, Chandrasekhar, and my trusted friend Dr. Shahaji Fund and Dr. Deepika ji for giving me this opportunity for the national webinar. And then without an ABPU in place, without the rejuvenation of ABPU, maybe there is an ABPU in the FPO which is defunct. But I wish that all the 25 of you or 23 of you who are here will take this message and also link with the FPO Academy at Manage and also link with the various FPO servicing organization, maybe IAHR, Best Thought, BIRAC, Bionest, Agri Udan, 1, 2, 3, Startup, Stand Up and Smart Up. HDFC has come out with a Smart Up program. They give the financial implications for the various FPOs. So we have already linked them. I brought the HDFC people at IAHR recently and we are doing it. So now it's all the knowledge partners and other partners to make the ABPU very functional and then link them with the other one. And then only the business can occur. And I do not want to see any group of farmers or somebody simply bringing a small auto and throwing the tomatoes near the Vidhan Saudha or on the road. And obviously the farmers are not to be blamed because they were not given enough servicing by the ABPO or through the FPO. When an FPO is having about 1,000 shareholders and each FPO may have about 10 or 15 farmer interest group, it is the duty of the FPO to rejuvenate the ABPU and then also bring out the business plans, as I have already discussed how to make the business plan. The ABPU can also co-opt the intelligent member, they can co-opt an external member, they can co-opt an expert and arrive at a diversification plan. And obviously both the backward and the forward integration should take place. And the entire process of the chain is called as the vertical integration. And obviously in the BCG matrix, in the Boston Consultative Group matrix, we expect that you become a star by both having an increase in market share and also having an increase in market growth, as very evident from the data which I have shown, that the turnover has increased, the profit has increased, the participation of the farmers have increased. Okay, and overall, the ABPU was responsible for the increased risk-taking ability, and they have moved from a sustenance type of an FPO to a commercial FPO. Thank you very much. And now the session is open for discussion. Over to Dr. Deepika, please.
Dear participants, if you have any doubts, you can ask questions directly to sir. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah. So I hope, yeah, you can unmute and talk. So now I'll be seeing the participants. Yeah, they can come here. So friends, please, you feel. See, now I am asking you a question as a homework because you have attended a national webinar. Do you think that all the 7,000 or odd FPOs are having the agriculture business planning unit? Arulji, can you just help me so that we'll have a discussion? Arul?
So that's what I thought we can discuss anytime. So other participants, I wanted to give some time. So as you have indicated, it's a really like a big eye opener and also a refreshing information which we received in the past 1 hour. Sir, actually, these FPOs from different enterprises also, I'm thinking how well they are organized and how the facilitators and the stakeholders, how well they are equipped for taking it forward. That is one question, sir, which we have to make a systematic study state-wise, and we can have a documentation and the status papers, which will help in taking it forward.
Correct. See, thank you, Dr. Arul made the point. See, now, even at IAHR, Dr. Venkat Kumar and others, they're extensively working on FPOs for the past so many years. And then I think Arul also will be working on similar project in the dairy industry there. And Sukanya Ghosh from IRA, maybe. See, now the fundamental research study, what Dr. Arul was saying is, whether the FPOs are functional or they're asking for handholding or whether an FPO really exists or not. This is the hypothesis. And I'm not sure that whether they're functional. So I think there's still an enormous scope to diversify, put the ABPU in place and do both the backward and the forward linkages and then come out with those very sound business plan and put our better share in the BCG matrix, both in terms of the market growth and the market share. I think that's where is the next road ahead to go. Others can also ask. I see Mayank here, I see Mahendra, then I see Vishnu Kumar Rai, Vikash. Please sir, kindly feel free. Yeah. Deepika ji, उनको बताइए कि वो पूछे और we'll have a discussion.
Dear participants, you can ask the questions, please.
दीपिका जी, वहाँ आपके मैनेज में जो FPO अकेडमी है आजकल उसका हेड कौन है? गुमगोल मठ सर है क्या?
I don't know, sir.
Yeah. Actually, Dr. Gumgol
Recently joined.
ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं है. Actually, Dr. Gumgol Mat is also my good colleague. He runs the FPO Academy. DG Manage is the chairman of the FPO Academy, and they have come out with a, just like you have the ACABC center, that FPO Academy is also another center of excellence where they will be conducting a series of programs. That's what I talked with the DG, and then that's how they are going to service the FPOs in the coming days. So anyway,
Sir,
yeah,
I am calling from West Bengal, Calcutta.
Tell me,
Right
sir.
now yes, Calcutta. Sorry. Right now, the data of FPO in West Bengal.
Yeah,
it is,
in West Bengal, I showed you the data. Around 70,000 and odd FPOs are there, out of which these 30 FPOs were activated with the ABPU, and the results are promising. That's what I showed you, the data of Grant Thornton. Okay, the Small Farmer Agri Consortium and Grant Thornton, which did the pilot study. This is what it says. It's very encouraging, sir.
very encouraging from West Bengal.
Yeah, encouraging from West Bengal. I showed you the data, I'll share the PPT with Deepika ji. She will give it to you. And
Okay.
the book also I will share. They have given FPO wise. So they have collected data FPO wise, and in West Bengal also there was lot of improvement, and then there was a lot of growth seen when the ABP was put in place. I will share that book with Deepika ji, and she will send that PDF file to all of you. You can
Sir,
have.
according to data, you can say the most of all FPO in which district of West Bengal? Nadia.
No. I will share that book with you, sir. I don't have the
Okay.
data right now. I will
Okay,
share it here. Yeah, after that, Mr. Bikash, I will share the data. You take down my number, I will send you the book, sir. Yeah,
Okay,
take
okay.
down
Thank you.
Yeah. See,
दीपिका भाई, मैम शेयर का नंबर थोड़ा मेरे को
yeah,
मैसेज कर दीजिएगा.
no. Okay,
Ji,
now
sir.
I'm telling you, all of you take down my mobile number, which is on WhatsApp.
Okay,
Nine
no doubt. I know it. You are very busy person.
And 944 लिखिए ना.
1 second. 944
00
00
34
34
845.
845.
Yes, sir. इसमें WhatsApp कर दीजिए, और
Okay.
दीपिका जी also will send you that one. मैं उसको भेजता हूँ.
Okay.
Thank you so
you,
much.
sir.
Again, one repeat your number, please.
944
Yes, sir.
00
00
34
34
845.
845. Okay, thank you, sir.
Also shared in chat box. Please note it.
Yeah. Okay, so can I take leave? Is it over, Deepika ji?
Sir, I think no more questions from participants, sir.
Oh, yeah, okay. So thank you once again, and we'll be in touch. And anyway, ये तो अंत नहीं है, तो शुरुआत है. See, we should start with rejuvenating the FPOs and put a business plan. जैसे हमारे बच्चों के मन में हम ख्वाब डालते हैं ना, आप IIT करो, ये करो, वो करो. अगर बिना ख्वाब का, बिना सोच का क्या करेगा?
क्या करेगा? भूखा
without
होने से तो कुछ
plan,
नहीं
what
होता
will
है.
you do? Correct. See,
It is the big, sir, it is the big industry right now. I was the student of a botany honors. Right now, I am 60 years old.
okay, so nice. So see,
And the pandemic situation, I make a big farm in my native village of dragon fruits and VNRB guava. At that time, the socio-economic responsibility for my village, that at the pandemic situation, most of our labor was hungry. That time I was engaged in our farmhouse. So in future, I can help for the dragon fruits and BNRB, because you are the principal sir of the fruits also. Okay, sir.
थैंक यू. देखिए अंत नहीं है, आखिरी में एक बात.
Yes.
मान लो हमारे बच्चे IIT जाएंगे या नहीं जाएंगे, या सिनेमा स्टार बनेंगे, क्या बनेंगे मुझे पता नहीं. बट एक बाप की हैसियत से, एक बाप होने के नाते, मुझे मेरी बेटी के मन में कुछ आइडिया या ABP डालना मेरा फर्ज है या नहीं है?
Yes,
That's
sir.
all. See, इसीलिए मुझे बाप बोला जाता है और मेरी पत्नी को माँ बोली जाती है. See,
Yes, sir.
See, माँ may not give idea, but it is the पिताजी who will give idea. बेटी तुम ये करो, तुम जर्नलिज्म में ठीक हो. और दीपिका जी देखो, she is the fishery gadget. बेटी तुम ये करो, तुम इस दिशा में जाओ. So this is what the father is going to give the ABPO idea. Then only the idea will be nurtured. Ideation stage, growth stage, maturity stage and decline stage. So ये सब होती है. अगर हमारे पास आइडिया ही नहीं है तो what else can we do? There are many FPOs who do not have any idea, no ABPO. करेंगे क्या?
Yes.
That's all. So आज का ये सेमिनार का विषय जो दीपिका जी ने सही चुने थे, not to talk about FPO, to talk about ABPO.
Yes.
आप इस FPO के दिल में, मन में क्या विचारधारा, क्या बिजनेस प्लान, क्या DPR डालते हैं, कौन सी दिशा और कौन सी सूची आप देते हो, इस पे निर्भर होता है उसकी टर्नओवर, उसकी नेट प्रॉफिट एंड सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think we will continue the discussion. Deepika ji, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable time and
हाँ बस और
you
शाह
really enlightened us, sir.
ओके और शाजी सर को भी हमारा प्रणाम बोल दीजिए और खास तौर से डीजी मैनेज सर को भी थैंक यू वेरी मच सो नाइस
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
आई एम लीविंग द मीटिंग थैंक यू
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.